lovelies, it's Gretchen. Welcome back to my channel. How's everyone doing? Is everyone good? Everyone doing okay? I don't even know what this video is really like going. I don't know where it's going, but I have felt very disconnected from content creation recently. I have felt very disconnected with YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, especially Instagram, because it's like no matter what I do, I can't grow on there. So I think I need to reconnect, kind of go back to where I started with content creation and how I felt toward it. And I feel like my disconnect has come ever since I made content creation my full-time job. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense, but for me, ever since it became like my sole income, it became my primary focus, I feel like I've lost my love for it, if that makes sense. So I want to do a video today where I just chat with you all and reconnect, kind of dig back deep, find that love again for content creation. So let's just have a chat. Let's catch up. Let's see how everyone's doing. So this intro has made zero sense. I promise you there's nothing in this coffee. This is all coming from being sleep deprived. So I asked on Instagram and on the YouTube community tab, if you have any questions that you'd want to ask me, feel free to. I used to do like Q&As all the time, but they were very much body mod oriented. They were piercing or tattoo related. Got a few questions regarding that, and I've said before that that's not like my focus anymore. I absolutely love tattoos still. Piercings, I just am not going as hard on them anymore, though I am considering a few things, but we'll get into that in a minute. But I was pleasantly surprised to see that other questions got asked. So I figure we could sit, I'll drink my coffee, you drink whatever it is, like whatever time of day it is for you. Maybe you're drinking coffee as well, tea, water, Gatorade, an energy drink, I don't know. But I just thought we could chat and catch up and reconnect a little bit, because I think that's what I need. Again, this intro makes zero sense right now, so whew. I miss the days where like I had things written out when I was making a video, and now I'm just kind of like flying by the seat of my pants. So first question, am I still in school and what am I studying? So yeah, technically I'm in school. It's like a different kind of school. For those that don't know, I started, was it 5 weeks ago now? I started a program for cosmetic tattooing. So by the end of May, I will have completed the program, and I will be able to take like the license exam and stuff like that, and will be licensed to be a cosmetic tattooer. So I'll be able to do things like eyebrows, lip blush, eyeliner, freckles, tiny tattoos, scalp micropigmentation, so like creating the look of hair follicles where there may not be any. So yeah, that's currently what I'm doing, and I'm loving it so far. I thought eyebrows would be my favorite thing, but so far, and again, we're only on week 5, but so far I'm really liking lips, which is funny because my experience with getting my lips done was horrible. But I think, I don't know, maybe I just was like having a bad day or something, because most people say it's not that bad. So I think I just had an off day. But yeah, so that's currently what I'm in school for. And it's like, it's twice a week for like pretty much the entire day. I drive like an hour to my class, and yeah, it's going great so far. I'm loving it. What inspired you to stretch your ears? Fashion, influencer, individuality, etc. You're my favorite. That's so sweet. I really do appreciate comments like that, especially with my inconsistency recently. So comments like that mean the world. So thank you for saying that. So inspired me to stretch my ears. I just like the look of it. I never wanted to go like super large with the stretches. I mean, shoot, even where I currently am is bigger than I had planned for. I'm pretty happy here, even though my ears constantly want to tell me that they're ready to go up a size. I am not. I just like the look of them. I always like the look of like tunnels where you could see through them, but I do also like the different kind of stone plugs that you can get, or just anything like that. I just always thought they were cool looking. However, I always hated the look when people wore tapers in their ears. I still don't like that look. I mean, to each their own, you do you, but I always like hated how that looked. No offense to anyone who does that look. It was not for me. Recent tattoos, my most recent one was my hand. This hand looks faded right now, and that's only because whenever I put foundation on, I put it on the back of my hand so that it can like warm up the foundation because it's liquid. And so I guess I just didn't wash it off all the way. So it looks faded, it's not. But that was my most recent one. I hope I can get on my tattoo artist list when she opens her books at the end of April, because I would love to get something done this year What is that? I don't know. I really want more on my legs, like on the front of my legs, underneath my knee area. But I also really want to start my chest, which is kind of scary. Growing apart from friends or peers. So like advice or just like how to deal with it. I will be honest, I'm not the best person because it hasn't been until probably within the last year or so where I've gotten okay with the fact that that's a part of life. For the longest time, growing apart from people who you thought were going to be your friends forever or just at least someone that you communicate with forever, and then realizing that that's not the case was really hard for me to accept, even in my 30s. I'm content where I am. However, there are times where I look back at a point in my life and I'm just like, wow, I had so many friends. It does make me sad knowing that like I don't talk with these people anymore. We just don't hang out anymore like we used to. And sometimes I wonder if it was a proximity thing, because that happens a lot. You're like put into proximity with people, you become close with them. It gets easier because you know that there are more people out there that you're gonna become friends with, you're gonna become close with, you're gonna talk with, and it may end up being proximity based again, or just like your job and stuff like that. If you feel lost, if you feel like what the heck happened, you're not alone. It unfortunately is a part of life. I have one person that I have been friends with since 4th grade. My best friend and I have been besties, or like we knew each other in 4th and 5th grade, but then like we became really close in 6th grade. She's my one person who has been my best friend for years. I have other friends that I have been friends with, you know, because I met them at work or something like that, or met them at school that I still keep in touch with. Again, I'm not the best person to give like advice or like my feelings on it, because it took me until like a year and a half ago for me to be like, this is a part of life. We all have our own lives. We all go on different paths. There are different chapters in our lives. So it's difficult to accept, but it's also just a part of life. And there's so many people out there that you're gonna meet more people and become friends with them. And who knows where that friendship may go. But yeah, it took me until recently to accept that that's just how things go. And it may not be a you thing. It may not be a them thing. It just may be a life thing. And it's hard to accept, but you do what you can, you know? It's no use in dwelling on what's been lost, because then you'll never be happy, if that makes sense. I'd like to know about your microbladed eyebrows. What happens if you no longer like the shape, and what can be done to fix them? So if you've already gotten microbladed or tattooed eyebrows or things like that, and you no longer like the shape, if it's not your natural eyebrow, one of the only things you can do is to laser remove it and then maybe start fresh. Basically, when it comes to the shape of your eyebrows, you go with what looks best with your face shape. So my face shape is round. An eyebrow shape that would not look good on me is a round eyebrow, because it will accentuate the roundness of my face. Just like if you have a square face, a square, like a very angular eyebrow is not gonna look good because it's going to accentuate all those angles. So if you don't like the shape that has already been permanently like put into your skin, one of the only things that you can do, or like the start of what you can do to fix that, is doing like a saline removal, which usually works best after 48 hours of getting it done, or laser removal, and then kind of starting over. That's how you can fix a shape. Now, if it's not like a super like drastic shape change, your artist might be able to work with what you already have existing. If you're going from something completely rounded to wanting something very angled, one of the best things you can do is just laser remove it. Now, if it's your natural shape that you're wanting to fix, then you can get it tattooed how you want. Just know that there's gonna be a lot of maintenance with plucking your eyebrow hairs, because those hairs will still come in your natural shape, but as long as you pluck them, your tattooed shape will be what stands out. But it could look like you have 2 eyebrows if you don't keep up with maintenance. Ask if there's any piercing you would like to get in the future. So I did post a video recently about how my nostril piercings once again are not even, and are even worse now than before. I still am toying with the high nostril thing. I've been toying with it for years, kind of got away from it, now I'm back to it. So if I got anything, it would probably be high nostrils. I'm pretty sure I'm done with ears at this point. Like, I'm considering taking some ear piercings out, but facial ones I'm still, you know, I'm still feeling out. So if I was gonna get anything, it would be high nostrils right now. I've been saying that for like 4 years. Do you have any Shinedown related tattoos? So technically I do. Technically. The one over here on my bicep, I'll put a picture since I'm wearing a sweatshirt today. It's of a crow sitting on a skull and it's surrounded by amaryllis blooms. So the amaryllis blooms that are part of this tattoo reference my favorite Shinedown album, which is Amaryllis. So technically I have a Shinedown tattoo, but it's not like a blatant one. Unless you know what an amaryllis flower looks like, you may just not think anything of it, but that's pretty much in reference to Shinedown. Another question about my stretched ears. Am I done stretching them? What size am I? For me, I'm done stretching them. My ears say that I'm not, but I am. And they're currently at 1/2 inch, which is, again, larger than I ever expected to get to. And then someone asked, is there anything you do when you feel really down to get your mind off things? If so, I was wondering what helps you. I've been up and down lately and hope to get some ideas to help. Interesting you say that. I have been pretty down for the past almost year. Now, I don't know if there's any correlation with me going off birth control, but I swear the downward spiral for me, like mood-wise, just feeling out of sorts, happened after I came off birth control. And I'm sure that's the hormones being all out of whack and stuff like that. Some things that have helped me recently when I'm feeling down, and I'm not saying this is a cure-all because there are more days when I feel down than when I feel up. And that's just how it is. And I hope I can fix that soon. But for me, reading has helped a lot. Journaling, I know that's cliche to say, but I've started journaling at the end of every day, and I do it on my phone. There is an app called Journal, and I just do a little journal entry every day, and that has helped a lot. But books have really gotten me back to a good place. Going to the gym, again, I know that's so cliche to say, but who'da thunk that going to the gym and working out could actually make you feel better? I know. They don't tell you these things, right? It's like the most cliche things I could tell you have helped me recently. Reading, journaling, working out. I know I'm a walking, talking cliche. I'm coming at you with another cliche. Getting outside and getting fresh air. I know. Just like, man, I could have looked that up online. I know, but there's a reason why it's a cliche, because it's also true and accurate. Like, I don't know what it is, just 5 minutes outside and getting fresh air, especially now that it's starting to get warm outside, that has really helped me. I didn't think I was a seasonal depression girly. Look, we laugh, otherwise we're gonna cry, right? So I've got seasonal depression on top of depression. And I could just feel the warm weather shedding away the seasonal depression. But the regular depression is sitting there going like, still here. Jokes aside, those are the things that help me the most. I'm trying to think if there's anything like outside of the box that helps me. Like, even talking about it doesn't help me, at least. You know, things that used to perk me up don't anymore. Like, one thing that I used to do that when I was feeling really down, the one thing that I could do that was like an automatic, I'm gonna feel better after this, is going for a drive in my car down some back roads blasting music. If anything, that makes it worse now. Same with alcohol. Alcohol used to help. Now it just gives me acid reflux. And I don't mean to joke about it, but it sounds like a joke when I say it, but we laugh, otherwise we'll cry. So those are the things that help me. Journaling, getting outside, exercising, reading. But I'm sorry that you're struggling with it. Know that you're not alone. Because I get it. And I do hope some better days for you are ahead. So those are some questions that people left either on Instagram or in YouTube community tab. I do appreciate those that ask questions, and I apologize again profusely for being quiet, especially here on YouTube recently. I don't know what happened. I had been consistent for so many years, doing 2 uploads a day. 2 uploads a day? Good God, no. 2 uploads a week. But something in me just, I don't want to say snapped, because that sounds bad. But something in me just was like, I can't do this anymore. And it's not that I didn't love content creation, because I still love it, but I think something happened. I think the disconnect happened when I was really into content creation being my full-time thing, which is why I'm still looking for even just a part-time job, because I think once it became my sole income, like for me, content creation used to be a hobby that just kind of paid a few bills or a little extra spending change. But now that it's my full-time, solely rely on it income, it makes it stressful. And then when I get stressed out, my brain just shuts down. And so I think that's what happened. I think my mind and my will to do anything just went, just tanked. So I apologize. I appreciate everyone that's stuck with me through all of this. Getting to create content is fantastic. I love it. I'm so glad that I started all those years ago. I know my topics have changed over the years. A lot of you found me because of Pearson related content, and I apologize that that is not my primary focus anymore. I'm not saying that I don't love it anymore. It's just not the content that I want to create 90% of the time anymore. So I do appreciate those that have stuck with me. I appreciate the support, and I do hope that I can reconnect with my love, reconnect with you all, and just get back to, you know, maybe not twice a week still, but I would like to be consistent again with once a week or something, whatever it may be. But I do appreciate y'all hanging in there with me. It means a lot. But that is it for this little catch-up video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give the video, what is that depth, good God. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to go down there, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so YouTube will let you know when I upload next. But until next time, bye lovelies.